Gamers, I just wanted to make a little video talking about my experience as a new player and whether or not you should jump in yourself. I mean, we're getting a free character down the road, so a lot of hype has been rolling on about the game, and some people have been thinking, maybe I should start playing too. Ooh, maybe I should move over and give this game a try to give it a free 5-star. Oh, it's so generous. Game's so generous. So I'm gonna give you the layman of whether or not this game has improved, how good it is, how bad it is, blah blah blah. Let's get going. All right. So the best thing I want to praise the game about is the resin changes. So before it was like 180 resin and it would fill up multiple times over the course of the day. By multiple, I mean like twice. And you would have to log in, use all your resin, and then you have to log in again so that whenever you woke up from, sleeping, it wouldn't overcap and be wasted. So they doubled it so you can wake up, do all of it, and then you won't have to touch the game again for another about like 25 hours until it refills again. So that's really, really nice. Another thing is if it does refill, it will refill an additional overcharged resin capacity thingy-majig, and you'll be able to use all of your daily resin, and then you'll be able to use the extra resin that caps out at like 2,500 resin, which is, a little over double, a little over 10 times as much resin as you can max out at a day. The one thing is that this overcharges at a very slow rate. So the normal resin, I think, is 8 minutes for one. This one is 18 minutes for one. So it's one of those that you will enjoy having. If you ever go on a break and you want to come back, you will have that just bundle of it, which I had, and it was very nice. And the coolest thing about it, I didn't play whenever it released, but it's still, whenever I logged back in, it was just overfilled instantaneously. Another nice thing that they added is, all of their games have this, but it's for returning players. So whenever you go back into the game, if you ever dropped it at any point, if you go back into the game, it's going to have a bunch of missions you can accomplish for bonus materials, some primo gems, and at the very end, it'll also give you your choice of a light cone. So that's really nice if you were thinking of leveling a character, or if you just wanted to enhance one of the light cones you already had with another one. It's just a nice addition that they added. Another thing is the events. Now, events in this game aren't Genshin events. Once they're gone, depending on the event type, they're not gone forever. So some events will leave forever, and other events, the ones that are important story beats for you to do, they stay longer and they let you do it. Now, I believe you get less primo gems from them, which is understandable. I mean, you should have done it whenever it was out, but it stays there so you can experience the story for it. Continue to play the Honkai story and not have some big event happen, some big reveal happen during an event that you never got to play and you're just lost in the story. Nah, they're not going to do that to you. They're going to hold your hand and they'll be like, here you go. Here's all the story beats that you need to know. Here's some free things, our cool game mode changes that's in it too. And it's just extremely nice that they were able to do that instead of just, throwing it away. All their hard work, they just toss in the trash can. I'm not even done yet. Character stories, all right? Yet more stuff to do, am I right? So you got events that are happening this patch. You got events that happen in previous patches that are still here for you to do. And then you got character stories for you to do, which have continued to build up each patch. And I have so many, I'm scared to do any. I did one yesterday. It's just, there's so many to do, and they all get primo gems, and they all follow a character, and they're supposed to be one of those, learn about the character, the world, build up on each individual character so that if you like them, you can know more about them. If you don't like them, you can hopefully like them in the future so that MiHoYo can get more of your money whenever they come out again. Now that's their main, that's another cool thing that they have, is just those stories just keep building and building and building, and there's a lot. Like, I was gone for about 3 or 4 patches and I have so much to do. If I logged in every day, I'd have to, for like 2 hours, I'd be logging in for like 2 months trying to finish everything that they added. And that's not even counting the new stuff that they keep adding within that 2-month time period. Like, at this point, I'm feeling slightly overwhelmed on how much stuff I have to do. So yeah, they're generous with primos compared to other gachas. For example, they'll give you like primo after primo after primo after primo after primo. They have do an event, you get a 10 pull, easy. Do one of the main events, like right now they have it's like a few days left if it's not gone yet. They have one for Hua. That event gives you, if you do everything, gives you about a 10 pull, 1,600 primo gems. Then you can do the character stories. They give you like 100 at the end of it, 60 to 100 at the end of them. Then you can do the past events, which give you like 5 pull. Then you can do the story beats that you missed. You can do the simulated universe, or whatever it's called. The one where you go literally into a simulated universe. do that. That gives you primos. You can do the thing that resets every 15 days, the Hall of Memory or some BS, whatever it's called. That gives you primo gems. New regions that come out gives you primo gems by exploring. Like, it's so much. It's so comparatively speaking to every other gacha game, it is so much. Especially compared to a MiHoYo gacha game. They give you it just constantly. And it's not like they give you 1 or 2 every time you open a chest. No, it's more like 20 to 50 every time you open a chest. So it's just, it makes you want to keep playing. It's like, oh, it's rewarding my time. Thank you. Now, the final thing I want to touch on, everyone already knows this. The Dr. Rizzler himself is coming, and he's going to be free because they won the Game Awards. This just furthers the opinion that this game fixes everything wrong with Genshin. They just put in this game as a fixed product, and then if you have a problem, they just give you something free. It's crazy. What did we get for Game Awards? A tin pool for Genshin. A tin pool. What do they get for this game? Oh, I don't know. A free 5-star limited banner character, which they could have made so much money off of. Like thousands upon hundreds of thousands of dollars. Maybe even in the millions. I don't know. Money be hard to understand for Kami Smallbrain, but they would have made a lot of it just from all the people wanting a free hunt character. Okay, it's a hunt character, which have almost always been really banger, and then I think it's the first one that's imaginary. And if you remember, there wasn't any imaginary characters out there for us to get to begin with, so everyone was starving on imaginary, so they gave us a free one, which was better for a full imaginary comp because it enhanced imaginary damage for other people. And now we're getting a free hunt one that's imaginary, which is awesome. I highly doubt this is going to be a bad character too, not because of any statistics or anything, but I mean, it's a free character that's a hunt that's imaginary, one of the least built upon character archetypes. So if this is like a must-have. If you don't get this, then you're gonna have to pray that you end up getting another imaginary that will work for you, which most of them are 5 stars, other than, you know, I think one of them isn't a 5-star, but it doesn't enhance, it enhances imaginary damage, so you're better off running a full imaginary team. So thank you guys for coming and watching. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. If I were to recommend this out of a 10 for new players, I'd say this is honestly a 9 out of 10 for returning and new players. Joining this patch or next patch is going to be such a blessing for, you know, I hate saying this, the community is going to be great. It's going to be awesome. All right. And Johnny.